if a man does reach out to you, right? You know, you probably gonna understand him more than anything, right?
Yeah.
You would think,
So
So
for sure.
so do you think that maybe men maybe should go to women for when they're going through things, or is it one of those things where you should probably go to someone who's just gonna really understand it?
Are you talking about on a personal level or a professional level?
In
or
all
both?
in all aspects, because like I say, the walk of life for a man is completely different.
Completely.
It's completely different. So even though we not living the day-to-day of an average man, we still can somewhat, if they were to say something to us, and relate and understand,
definitely,
and kind of put ourselves in that in their shoes
and see what they're going through
in some aspect. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, maybe if he went and spoke to a woman about his problems, she wouldn't fully understand the aspect, or even him telling her, you know what?
That's a good question.
I feel depressed because I can't provide all the way that I want to.
No, you got to go to a man for something like that.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'm totally with you, and it's nothing sexist at all, but that's real.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna understand a man like a man.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see a wolf go and talk to a deer about how they feeling.
Yeah.
Because you see what deer's looking everywhere. Every time it eat, it's quick. It's looking up. It's so skits.
Yeah.
Based on conditioning, and evolution, and all this other things.
Yeah.
A wolf walk around, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't believe you can go to a woman for that type of advice.
Yeah.
And for one, if it's a spouse or a therapist, in a sense, I mean, professional is different because you would think that they're trained for this.
Yeah.
They're trained for men and women, right? You would assume.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's a barrier that they can't understand regardless.
Yeah.
So even if you do go in there, lay on their couch and be like, hey, man, this is what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Not to mention whoever that person is making a substantial amount of money.
Yeah.
So let's say you do use the conversation of, I don't feel like I can provide. I don't feel like I can live up to the expectations that are set for me. She's gonna be like, "Well, I make $100,000 a year. What you talking about?" And she can't really. Yeah. But then the guy would be like, "Dang, I understand that."
Yeah.
Because if even with what I'm doing now, I still kind of feel like that a little bit too. So I think men not only holding men accountable, but men going to other men and actually being open. A lot of men don't like to be open and talk about, what they may be going through, which is understandable. You don't want to seem, vulnerable or weak or, demasculating in a sense. But at the same time, nobody else is going to give you better advice than another man. And that's it's called a brotherhood for a reason.
Yeah.
Simple as, that's how I look at it.
Sure.
Simple as that. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you agree.
Yeah. No, 100%. Because, and the reason why I asked you that question is because somebody was brought to me, and the situation that they was going through, they went to a female for advice
first before you.
They went to the female first for advice.
Okay.
And things didn't go the way that he wanted it to, in regards to the conversation that was had.
Was it professional or personal? It
was a personal. It was a personal relationship.
Okay.
And kind of just a quick overview of kind of what he was going through was that his spouse was making more money than him.
Which is where we at today in a sense. If you look across the board on the main.
Yeah. So his spouse was making more money than him. And what he was struggling with was the fact of him not feeling like a man. But this other individual couldn't process that.
Yeah.
They couldn't process the fact of, it's not about his wife making more money than him. It's the fact that he can't contribute the way he feel like he should.
Yeah.
She contributes more than him.
Yeah.
So that was doing something to him. And he just felt stuck trying to figure out, how do I get out of this?
Yeah.
And from her aspect, or what she told him, was that he should have no problem with that. But if he came when he came to me, and he tells me that, I understood exactly what he's saying.
Exactly.
Because I think a lot of women kind of, or just women in general, they fail to miss just how much a man being able to provide means to him.
You know what I mean? A lot.
Yeah. Being able to provide means to him. So something like that can wear on you mentally more than you would ever imagine. You know, as a woman, you know, you don't understand that. You don't understand that, and that just goes back to she's making money, and I'm glad she's making money, but I need to be able to be there for her if she need me as well.
Do you think it? And I'm going with the conversation you had and that. I don't feel like a woman can understand that and give proper advice, because at the end of the day, she's looking at it from the sense of, hey, I can take care of this. I'm okay with taking care of this. But you don't know, when you say to him, you're comfortable doing this and taking the majority of the load on whatever you guys have going on, every day is chipping away. Yeah, it's chipping away. It's chipping away. It's taking his motivation away. Yeah. It's taking his drive. It's taking a lot of things from him that are unseen. Yeah. And so how did it come? Did you shine some more light?
Yeah. So ultimately, we end up speaking about it and kind of, I let him know I know exactly where you're coming from. Because me as a man, I can only imagine how I would feel if I couldn't provide. Yeah. What it might weigh on me mentally, or even that stress of knowing that I have to do more, or what I'm doing is not enough.
That should stress you out.
Yeah,
stress you out. I'd rather be stressed doing it than stress not doing it. Because stress not doing it is totally different.
So it's like, he was dealing with that aspect of things, and it's more so just kind of speaking to him in a sense of letting him know, like, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, exactly. Like, how you feel is how pretty much every man would feel. Situation. Any man that is willing to hold his own, he will feel the exact same way you feel. So how you feel is not just a one-off.
No, it's not.
Yeah. It's not that you just feel like, oh, she's better than you or anything in that aspect. No, you just don't feel like a man because you want to be the person that she can come to if she needs you. And you know that right now, if she was to come to you, you couldn't be there for. Yeah. And that's what's killing you. Yeah. It's the uncertainty that you know is there. You know it's there. And as a man, like I say, you take pride in those things. You do. And those are things that weigh on a man's mental health more than I think a lot of people can even imagine. And that even goes back to when you talk about, when we thought about those type of things happening, we only thought about Wall Street guys, finance guys, and things like that. But those things were happening to them because that burden of pressure, because now it's like
they can't live the lavish. We're not at the Hamptons this summer.
Exactly. So that idea of not being able to provide like they once were before, it weighs on you. So that will weigh on any man, and that's why I say there are just things that men go through and deal with on a day-to-day that you have to be a man to understand. It don't matter if you here or you here. As men, there's certain things we all understand.
It's like a natural order.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the way you think, the way you feel about certain things, and I think that I think it goes the same for women. I think only women can really understand certain
That's true.
Things about women. But I also feel I don't know. That's a whole other conversation.
Well, that's another conversation.
Because I feel for some reason I feel like men can flow back and forth with advice wise.
A lot better. A lot better. A lot better. Just because our mind thinks more logical.
Yeah.
So we can do that a lot better.